Hello everyone and welcome to Shoppers Talk. This is Natasha from Soulflower and today I shall be telling you 7 easy DIY how cooking, sleeping, working, studying, exercising, everything at home. And this has given us a new perspective about our homes and how important it is to have a clean and healthy environment where we stay. Soulflower is the leading essential oil and aroma brand and we have been selling at Shoppers Stop for over 20 years. The reason why I have chosen to speak about essential oils today is because essential oils not only are they natural, they are derived from plants and they also have therapeutic value. So it's not just an aroma that you're going to get, but you're also going to get the therapeutic value of it. I'm sure a lot of you all already know about essential oils. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 most important and my favorite essential oils that I always have at home. There's lemon, which has antiseptic and fresh properties. There's lavender, which is an amazing oil to sleep. It calms you down. There's tea tree, which again has antiseptic properties. There's rosemary, which helps you keep alert. You can use it in the study room or you can use it where you're working. There's peppermint. There's lemongrass. And in aromas, these are the ones that we have, and we have a lot more varieties available online. As a special deal for today, we are also offering a 35% off on shopperstop.com. Our essential oils are pure, undiluted and 100% pure. The aroma oils that we have don't contain any alcohol. So let's start today. So what you need for the DIYs is something that you will find in every home. I'm sure you can even do them today before you sleep. They're that easy. The first one we are going to start with is the odor absorbers. So if you can see you see these? I just made them yesterday actually. So I'll show you how to do these. You need very simple ingredients. What you need is POP, that's plaster of Paris. Is generally available in every home, when you're repairing something, so it's available. You need water. You just mix water. You take your POP. You mix a little amount of water. You need a mold. I have used a silica mold in which you can make chocolates and things like that. If you don't have that, you can even use a plain katori actually, because the shape doesn't really matter. So if you can see, I'm mixing the oil now. I'm mixing the water and the POP. It's becoming a pasty consistency. This is what we need. And all you need to do is put it into the mold. I haven't made too much, so maybe you have to make some more, of course. The best thing about all my recipes is that they can be changed, they can be modified. You don't need to have everything. You can leave out ingredients. At the end of it, I promise you, will get a fragrant smelling home. So we are done. You've got to leave this for 24 hours. Within 24 hours, it will harden and then you just flip it out and you will have them ready. So this is your base. So now how do you make them into deodorizers? What you do is you've got to you can also color them. So I have kept some colors. These are just food colors that you may have in your home. You could even mix the food colors into the batter, but I prefer just to use them like this. It's also an activity that your kids would love to do actually. So if you don't know what to do with your kids or how to keep them busy, let them go ahead with this. So this is how you can color it. You can even mix it in this. Now comes the part of putting the aroma. So once are pretty hard, if you can see, they are hard, they are dry. You take your essential oil, any one. I've chosen lavender. I didn't sleep well yesterday. I was so nervous about today, so I use lavender. This is all you need to do. Now these essential oils are really concentrated. You don't need to dilute them. You can use them directly onto this. They slowly let out the aroma. As you can see, they are getting absorbed. The aroma is getting absorbed. So once it's absorbed, what you can do is just keep it next to your bedside. You can keep it in a cute bowl like this, like I've done. Something like this. Now depending on where you want to use it, you could change the aroma. So if you want something next to your bedside, you use lavender. If you want something refreshing, or maybe nowadays there are a lot of mosquitoes, so you can put lemongrass. Or you want to keep it in your kitchen, or you want to keep it in your cabinets, in your food cabinets, then you can use lemon. So depending on whatever you want to do, you can mix 2 or 3 essential oils, that's also not a problem. Now you could also use the aroma oils the same way. So I'll just be talking about the essential oils, but in each of my recipes you can actually use the aroma oils instead of the essential oils if you wish. So should we move on to the next recipe now? So the next recipe, what we are going to do is citrus olive dust wipes. So basically, you know, the wooden furniture you have at home, and when you get furniture polished, you must be noticing the kind of smell that you get. You can't breathe. I mean, I haven't polished my furniture, I think, since 10 years. Because if I polish it, I'll have to be out of the house for like say a week or 2, you know. Because the aroma is so strong and it's very toxic actually. The polish is very toxic. So here what I've done is I'm making a simple recipe for you to keep your furniture sparkling. It could be wooden furniture, it could be steel furniture, it could be tables and tops and things like that. You can use this anywhere. It's not going to harm anything. And you're not using any chemicals, so keep that in mind. So this again has very simple ingredients. You just take these kind of wipes. Now whatever you see that I've used is either available at Shoppers Stop or you can just get it online. Then you have white vinegar. You can use any brand. Olive oil. This is cold pressed olive oil from Soulflower. This is a very important ingredient because it gives a shine and it gives that, you know, the furniture when the polish is a little old, what happens is that the roughness of the furniture comes out. So this olive oil goes into the veins of the wood and you actually get a gleam. So it's as simple as this. I've already pre-mixed this to show you. I put in some water. I put in the vinegar. I put in some olive oil. And what I've done here is I've actually put in tea tree. Because I have a lot of pets at home and they do sometimes get mice and things like that, and I've seen they go into the furniture and things like that. So I have made my own insect repellent kind of a thing. It smells really good, so what you do is you can put lavender and tea tree, you can mix it up, you can do something like that. So this is what I have done. I have put tea tree and I have put lavender in this. Mix it up really well, like this. Take your napkins and just spray them. Now the real important thing is to make sure that you soak the napkins completely. I'm just doing a little bit because I just want to give you an idea. But what you need to do is soak it completely. Once you do that, you can roll them up. This is how I'm rolling it. Now if you don't have napkins, you can tear up old t-shirts and do it. You can do it with an old sari. You can do whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as it's an absorbent cloth. And once it's full of the liquid, you put it in a bowl or you put it in a jar. Actually, you need a barni and then you put the top. The reason to do this is that once you do this and keep, you can store it for several months. Because I know you are not going to do this every day. So once you keep this, you can keep it for 3 months, 6 months and it won't get spoiled. You can use it to clean your furniture, you can use it to clean your tables. The vinegar is something that is going to remove the dust. So that's an important ingredient you shouldn't forget. The olive oil is going to give the shine, don't forget that. If you want the exact proportions of what I have used, I'm going to be sharing the details of every recipe later on. Should we move on to the next one then? There's a question that I see is that how does the POP absorb the odor? So if you can see, I have put essential oil on this, is completely absorbed. Now the best part about essential oils is that essential oils are very light because they are derived from plants. They are very light and thin and they are volatile. So that's the reason the POP absorbs them. Can you see this? At the end of the session I'll show you. It will be gone. It will completely be gone. The reason why I don't mix the essential oils when I make it is because I think it's a little waste of essential oils, and essential oils are so precious, so you should use them sparingly. That's why I put them on top. We'll move on to the third recipe. The third recipe that we are going to talk about today is the cupboard sachets. I know now this is something I think is the easiest and is going to be used the most. So I had to go for a wedding last week, and when I opened all my wedding clothes, oh my god, the smell that I got was, I can't tell you, because they didn't get locked for such a long time. In fact, my own cupboard, during Corona, for the first 3 months, I didn't even open my cupboard. I was just living in the same clothes every day. So now, of course, as we started going out and we have started doing things, we do need our clothes, we do need our winter wear and things like that. So this recipe is not just to preserve them, but it's also, it not only preserves them and prevents moths and insects from coming, but the other thing is also keeps them very nicely aromatized. Another thing what I would like to talk about all my recipes is that if you have kids at home or if you have pets, I love cats and dogs. I have lots of pets at home. I have my nephews and nieces that keep coming over. So it's very important to use things that are not going to harm them, that are going to be healthy for their breathing. And that is the reason why I've come up with these things that you can use. Another thing is that you can, if you find these recipes, you don't have the patience to do it, you can always get a diffuser, an electric diffuser, put your oils in and use it. So this is the shortcut for the cheetah, sorry. So we go back to this recipe. So for the sachets for the cupboard, as I was talking about, now what I've got is these are dry lavender buds. You can even use rose buds. You can buy the roses and you can even microwave it and they'll dry, or you can get the dry rose buds. You can get the rose petals. This is an important ingredient. This is the most important ingredient. This is a wooden shaving. The reason why I'm using this wooden shaving is because it's very absorbent. So if you want to see how it absorbs, I'll show you right now. So what I've done is I've mixed a little bit of the lavender into this. You mix it. Mix it. I'm very messy when I work. Sorry. And you take your essential oil or aroma oil or whatever you decide. Now I would suggest that if it's your cupboard, use rosemary essential oil and use lavender essential oil. If you want something that is more strong smelling, then you should use the jasmine aroma, or you can use a rose aroma. So it depends on how often you are going to open the clothes. So what I actually do is, so once I've mixed this, you don't use it right away. You let it get absorbed. I generally keep it for a day. After you've kept it for a day and the essential oil or aroma has been nicely absorbed and it's pretty dry, you take a pouch. Now these are pouches that are easily available, there's nothing fancy. If you don't have a pouch, again, take any cloth, cut it up, cut it up into tiny squares and tie it up with a rope. It's smelling really good. So you put how much ever you want and you're done. That's the pouch ready. These are some that I prepared ahead of time. Now what you can also do is, if you want an even stronger aroma, that you can actually take your oil and put it on the sachet. If you notice, I have chosen a jute sachet because this material absorbs aroma really well. Once you let it dry, you are set to go. So once you have your pouches ready, what you need to do is you can put them inside your shoes, you can put them inside your saris, inside your wedding clothes. You can put them, and the way I store my wedding clothes is I have the plastic bags. So generally when I open it up, they have this really foul smell coming out. So when you put these pouches, you won't have that. I've actually done that. I put lavender pouches, and when I opened it this time last week, there was nothing. It was perfect. I didn't have to air it or anything. So you can put it inside now. Now you'll understand why we are not putting it directly, because you don't want to spoil your special sarees and your silk stuff and all. That's why you put it on the pouch. When it's dry, the oil is dry, then you put it into your clothes. You can also do this with your woolens. You can also hang it in your cupboards and things like that. Now the other thing is that, if you have the little insects or things that come, then you can put a little tea tree. As I said before, it's the best thing to keep insects away, and even lemongrass. So let's get on to the next recipe. The fourth recipe that I'm going to be telling you about is the room sprays. I know there are a lot of sprays available in the market, and they are much cheaper, and you must be thinking, why the hell is she saying this? Let me just buy the spray from the banya and use it or whatever. But don't. I wish people would read the ingredients and read what you're putting, and then you will realize what is the value of a natural and healthy breathing environment. So what I'm going to do here is I'm making a spray which is again going to have no toxic elements in it. Now what I've done, now this you can choose as you wish. These are just a few of my suggestions because I feel the aromas go well together. So yesterday we all ate oranges in office, So I had all these peels left over. And this is pudina, mint. So we've taken the oranges, I've taken the oranges. Don't take the orange pulp because that will cloud up the liquid, and you want a clear liquid because you're going to spray it, right? So just take the outer part of it, take the pudina. In this, now you have various choices that you can do for the mix, for the liquid part of it. One thing is you can just put plain water. Second thing is you can put part water and you can put part denatured alcohol. You do get it. You can use vodka also if you want. Or if you can also use witch hazel. Again, these things are pretty easily available, and it won't really, you'll find it really easily. So this is the first one that I've done. Now after I've done this, you've got to keep this for about a week, 10 days, and let the juices soak out. Now once the juices soak out, you will get a very strong smelling, liquid. But also I still feel that you need to put some of the essential oils to make the aroma even stronger. So you can again, now suppose you can use lemon, you can use any one of these. Put it in this before. So if I'm going to keep this for say a week, I want to put the essential oils inside so that they will also mix with the juices. The second one that I did was lemongrass. I think what's it called? Dalchini. I don't know what's it called in Hindi. And lemon. These are lemons. That's it. I'm really excited about this one actually because there are so many mosquitoes right now and I really need a lemongrass spray. So this is what I've done. The third one that I did, I wanted something herby, not fruity. So I've taken rosemary. This is rosemary fresh herb. And just remember that take fresh herbs because fresh herbs are the ones that will give the juices out. And this is of course cinnamon sticks. I put star anise, I put clove. I think a lot of this stuff you get in your kitchen, you can. And one thing is important that remember to put it in glass jars. Don't put it in plastic jars. Glass jar is most important. Like I told you, you can use plain water. You can use some water and some denatured alcohol. You can use some water and you can use vodka. Or you can also use witch hazel. Now if you use plain water, let me tell you, if you keep it in the morning and in the evening, you can even drink it. When you go to these fancy restaurants, and they have these very fancy jugs of water with all these kind of things. It's nothing. That's all. You can do it. The second thing is if you actually want to use it on your skin. I know we're talking about home DIY, but if you want to make it like a face wash or things like that, what you do is you use witch hazel. And if you want to use it as a room spray, all you do is put it into this, a spray, and you can spray your curtains. It may stain your sofas and stuff, so what I'm saying is put it at the back side. Like if your curtains, put it at the back side. That's the best way to do it. Now moving on to the fifth one. Actually what I've done is I've gone through all the complicated recipes and now we have the easier one, so I have some time to answer your questions. You don't really need to keep it in the fridge, but it won't really spoil. But you can try actually. It's a good idea. I never thought of it, but yeah, you can keep it in the fridge. But before you put it into the bottles, remember you need to strain it out, and even in the lemons and things like that, because you know the seeds and all that, don't put all of that. The other thing what you can do is you can take a few drops of rosemary essential oil. I don't know whether you know this, but rosemary is a natural preservative. So you put a few of these and you are set. The fifth one that we are coming to, this is a very simple one. I don't know whether I need to explain it to you also. So this is just an orange or a mossambi or any fruit that you have. This is something that will just last you for a day or two. It's not going to last you for a long time. This is more of a table decoration. Nowadays in COVID, we are not going out. Our relatives are coming home. We are doing more things at home. So this makes for a pretty, table decoration. All I've done is I've taken this khada namak, this salt. I think all of you know about it. If you don't have this, you can use any Tata salt or things like that. Just scoop out the inside part. So this is how it was. I scooped this out. I put the salt and I just put the star anise and the cloves. Now again, what I want to use for this is peppermint. You put a few. Can you see how it's getting absorbed? This is the simplest recipe. If any of the women are watching, make your boyfriends and husbands do this. Otherwise, they only eat the whole day. You put peppermint and it smells really good. You keep it on your table. Keep it for a day or two. Keep it away from kids. Kids are not supposed to eat this. So be careful about that. Then we get on to the next recipe that I'm going to talk about today, which is the lemon lavender rug fresheners. So we all have these durries and rugs at home. You can even use it actually on the sofa. I'll tell you how. So what you need two ingredients for this. You need baking powder, which you have at home. You need borax. Again, if you don't have it at home, you will get it at a local grocery store. All I've done is I've taken a jar. I mix these two powders in a 50-50 proportion. Again, take whatever you like. If you like some herbs, now put lavender. You can don't put red chilies and stuff. Okay, that has no aroma. So put something like this that smells good and is dry. Shake it up, and there your cleaner is ready. So I'll tell you how this works. So the baking powder and the borax, they combine together, and you're going to use it dry. You're not supposed to put any water or anything like that. Now what you do is you just sprinkle this. So imagine if this was my rug, right? This is my rug. I just sprinkle it like this. Keep it for a few seconds or minutes, maybe 10 minutes. And either you dust it off or you vacuum it off. I suggest vacuuming it off because otherwise the powder may stay, but you can even dust it off. That's not really a problem. So what happens, the chemical action that actually happens is the borax and the baking powder absorb. It's like a dry cleaning. This is basically at home dry cleaning for you. And yeah, I forgot to tell you that you should put the essential oils in this also, and again keep it for a day. In all my recipes, I suggest you keep it for a day and then use it the next day because the essential oils or aromas get absorbed well. So again, if you're doing this for your carpet and things like that, you can put tea tree, you can put rosemary, you can put lavender. I think we're almost at the end of all the recipes. So the last recipe and the easiest of them all is just basic idea that I want to tell you is that any of these essential oils that you choose, there are very simple ways. You don't even need to do any of this. Like this is a toilet paper, right? You just take your essential oil, inside, don't put it outside, inside. You don't need to have those unsightly, balls, naphtha balls lying in your bathroom and things like that. Something simple as this. And every time someone walks into your bathroom, they won't imagine from where is this amazing aroma coming, because this is paper. You can see it's been absorbed. And I wish Instagram had an option of sending aroma, because this room is full of aroma, but you can't smell it. But I guess if you do it yourself, you can. So these are very simple ways. You could also do this with a tissue paper box and things like that. I usually put lavender essential oil on my pillow. And again, I would like to stress that the most important reason why we've chosen oils like lemon, lavender, tea tree, peppermint, lemongrass, rosemary is because all of them have their own individual therapeutic value, which you also get in addition to just using an aroma. If you just take those room fresheners, you just get an aroma, but that's it. But I think this is something more than that. And people who practice aromatherapy will understand what I'm talking about. So try it. I think it should help out. Yeah. And if there's any questions, we are ready to take questions. We have like 5 minutes left. Yeah, I'm going to save this video. I have actually, I'm working on every individual recipe that I'm going to put. And you are free to ask me. I love doing all this. I do this all my life. I've been doing this since I was 5. So, do reach out to me. And as I said, that today is the day when you get 35% off on our collection at the Shoppers Stop website. And I just hope you love Soulflower and love Shoppers Stop. If you have any more doubts, I will be here to clear them out for you. Yeah. So take care and do make something. And if you actually make something, please send me pictures. I would love to have that. Bye. See you.